is Phil and Merilee, and we just wanted to say welcome to our first family video newsletter. We are in a random Canadian forest enjoying some breezy pre-rain weather, but we just wanted to start off by saying thank you to everyone. We're like traversing a mountain here. Thank you to everyone who has supported us in so many different ways, emails and calls and having us for dinner and praying for us and supporting us through this time, as well as our first 3.5 years in Chad. So we just want to say thank you.
Thank you. In this update, we just want to cover a few things.
We're going to update you guys on what's happening in Chad these days.
Then we want to talk a bit about why we're still in Canada, which will include a bit about my knee and also our journey with recovery from burnout.
And then we'll finish up with a little bit about family life here in Canada.
There's a million miles from where we begun.
So as you know already, we had to leave Chad at the end of 2016, rather suddenly. And you'll be happy to know things in Chad are looking a lot better now. In fact, in February, beginning of March, the rest of the team was able to go back. So that's the director and his family, and then the other pilot, Andrew, and his family. They're doing well, and they've actually had the chance to receive one new family there, the Brugmans. They're a couple who are first time with MAF, and they're just getting settled in. So exciting things there on the compound.
And they live above us.
They are going to live above us. We're looking forward to meeting them.
Yeah.
Never met them yet. So that's good. They've started flying again. In fact, the very first flight that they did was for a Nigerian missionary who was flying from the capital of Chad, Jamena, out to the east to do some work in SAR. So really exciting to be able to work with some African missionaries doing some work in Chad. Just a brief update on the audit that was going on in Chad and was behind the reason for us to leave in December. There's a new, more professional team of auditors from the government there, and they're conducting themselves in a very good way, and so all indications are positive that this will actually be carried out as any normal annual financial audit should be. And so Sam, going back in February, has been overseeing that and has been working with the team, so we're all looking forward to what should be a very positive outcome released shortly.
Thanks for praying for that.
As you can tell from this video, we are still in Canada. There's no way this was shot in Chad.
There's way too much green and not enough sweat happening.
So the reason we're still here, one of the reasons is that in January I hurt my knee playing soccer. And the short story is we had to get surgery. The surgeon, once he was in there doing the surgery, realized he had to do it in 2 steps. Because of some damage around the knee, he had to put in some bone grafts. And so we're currently waiting for those to set and heal up. And
surgery's in September.
Surgery will be in September.
This year, yeah.
Most likely.
6 months, six-ish months of physio after.
So if we project it forward, it'll be, Lord willing, about February 2018, where we go back to Chad. And that's kind of what we're shooting for on that. I mentioned at the beginning, the other reason why we're still here in Canada has to do with our recovery from what looked a lot like burnout when we got back from Chad. And we've been on a bit of a journey figuring that out. The temptation was to sort of just take a rest, pull up our socks and keep going. But I've talked to enough people that have told me repeatedly I need to take it seriously. We need to take the appropriate amount of time to deal with it well, and so that's what we're doing. If you know anyone with burnout, it's something you probably can't understand fully until you've been through it. And so that's what we're going through.
Yeah. One verse that really struck Phil was Psalm 23, where it says he makes me lie down in green pastures. And Phil said he just visualized God putting his hands on his shoulders and like pushing him down. You will rest.
Because it was pretty evident we were not going to make that decision on our own.
Yeah.
We're trying to do some intentional time here in Canada, resting, intentional time of rebuilding, rearming, strengthening our spiritual relationship and our own relationship with each other, with the family.
Yeah.
And as a byproduct, we've had a really great time getting connected with our community, our family, our church here in London.
Yeah, we've been able to meet, well, not new families to North Park, but our home church, North Park. We've been able to actually connect with people and have families over, and I've been able to go out for coffee with different ladies, and yeah, just for the first time in a long time, having the time to engage with people in the church community and develop friendships that hopefully we will maintain when we leave for Chad. The kids have adjusted really well to being back in Canada, despite how quickly we had to leave Chad and how sudden it was. One thing Kaitlyn has really enjoyed has been taking guitar lessons. She absolutely loves music. And recently, at our church, she's had the opportunity to practice and be a part of a kids worship band. So she is loving that. And it's so cool to see her up there playing music that she loves and worshiping God with her talent. So that's been really cool to see. And Lily, our sweet Lily, Miss Bookworm, is ecstatic about the thousands of books now available to her at our public library just around the corner. So we'll often find Lily with her nose in a book, and it's neat to see her, reading lots. And sweet little Evie is almost 3. She'll be 3 in August, and she has changed a lot. She's grown up a lot in the time we've been here, coming out with crazy full adult sentences sometimes, and just enjoying being around her sisters, loving grandma, and all her cousins, Owen, her little cousins just around the corner. And one of the big accomplishments that the girls have finished recently has been Kaitlyn finished grade 4 and Lily finished grade 2 of homeschooling, which was a new adventure for us. But the girls adjusted really well, and we survived the year, and looking forward to actually homeschooling next year as well.
Well, that brings us to the end of this video newsletter. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate all of you. And we'll stay in touch and have another one of these in a few months. Until then, thank you.